Happy Friday, everyone, and it is a happy one. Today I made 1137. And my very last trade I didn't get recorded because I was going to wrap it up at about a $904 profit, and I said, well, there's something else coming there, so I better stay and play it. It's the ODWO channel. This is DO. What I'm going to show you here first is my thumbnail. Here's what it is. I made 9 trades in all. The first 2 trades were losers. First one in particular was like a sucker punch. Broke out to the high on the 1 minute chart range, and I jumped in and figured it might keep going, but I held way too long. It's where the 691 comes in right here that I'm pointing at. And then, of course, to make it all back, I had to make $1,837 to make 1137. Somehow I've got to change that. And trust me, I am doing my homework. What I'm really finding out is that I'm a little impatient and I'm jumping in a little early if I just wait a little bit, because it would have been really nice to have about a $2,500 day. And another thing, talking with another guy I trade with, if we'd have only waited 1 more hour and just kind of kept on going, we'd have probably doubled our money today in Tesla. It was a semi kind of a trend day, but it was a good one nonetheless. One thing I'm going to show you here, because this is the last trade of the day that's not showing up in the video. Whoop, that was yesterday. Here are my options trades from start to finish. In case what I do whenever I'm watching somebody, they do their trades, I always freeze it, look to see see what the strike price is that he got in, got out. And I also look at the sales time and sales just to make sure that they aren't getting bad fills or any other stuff like that going on. So having said that, start this puppy up. Here we go. Again, the first trade of the day was not the best one. I'm not the kind of person to jump in right away like that. But there's a high range. And now we're going to go to our low range. No music today. You're going to hear a series of dings. Today I'm watching NVIDIA, PayPal, mRNA, and of course Tesla. Okay, so as you see, I have my ranges right there. High and low for the opening range break, as another good trader calls it. I'm going to be playing 3 contracts. On the first 6 trades, and the last 3 I go down to 2. First trade is going to be in the almost to the 3rd minute of the day. Probably should have edited some of this out. For some of the longer trades, I had some 5 and 6 minute trades, and those were, I had to absorb a little bit of a loss on that, even though I didn't cancel the trade, but I just went through it. But I edited all that out just to save some time here. If not, it'd be like right now, watching paint dry. There were levels I was looking at. Of course, I closed my Thinkorswim charts. Here comes the first trade. At least I think it is.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
This is my only calls trade today. Everything else was puts. So I'm in at 864. I'm showing this one in particular because it was kind of painful. You'll see what I mean. But this is where, right here, this breakout right above there sucks a lot of people in, and then what does it do? It'll pull back on you. This trade's actually a little under 2 minutes long, but just mainly want you to see bid ask. I'm thinking maybe I should kill it now, and I probably should have. And it's like one of those things you see in a cartoon where, I don't know, like Goofy or Daffy Duck or whoever, they have a rope on a pulley with a big boot in the end, and he's pulling it to kick himself. Well, that's kind of what I end up doing here. At this point, I'm thinking, well, it's going to come back. Everything else is up. I think SPY and the Q are up at the moment. This is a recap, by the way, not me actually talking through the actual trading. $864. There it drops like a rock. I'm going, oh crap.
Order filled.
So I'm out of that trade. Say thank you very little. Not a good way to start the day. Again, I find that if I have more patience, wait 5, maybe 10 minutes. Say right now we are 5 minutes into the day.
Order filled.
Now I'm going short, or actually long, on puts. This is a pretty quick trade here.
Order filled.
And it was a small loser. Everything else from here is a winner. Just a couple of the trades had to go a little longer than what I would have liked as far as duration, but that's because of some bounces.
Order partially filled.
Came in 3, 13.55 puts.
Order filled.
That was like a 10-second trade. For 10 cents, which is $10. I guess that's 10, 10, 10. The next trade is at 8:39. Exactly. It's a 31-second trade. Things will start getting a little better here. Feel free to like and subscribe if you like the content. I don't do these so much for anybody can watch from my mistakes or what I do. Actually, you can see I kind of jumped ahead there. I edited out a bit more than I thought. I got in at 8:39 a.m. at 15:55. I wonder how I missed that. I got out in 31 seconds at 16:13. Actually, I take that back. I clipped the whole trade out of there. Well, this is going to be one of those blooper reels again.
Order filled.
That was my, what was that? 1, 2, 3, That was my 5th trade. A lot of these are blooper reels. They have to be. Next trade is going to come at 8:46 a.m. Again, you'll have to excuse my production here. I haven't figured out the editing part. But I've cut my $639 loss down to $379. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5th trade.
Order filled.
$18.59. Okay, I'm now clearly in the money. I'm finally back where I want to be. You look at what I've lost and what I've gained.
Order filled.
Okay, $19.90. I'm up $11. Woohoo! That's one of those trades that I should have cut it sooner, but didn't thinking I was going to go a little bit more. All these levels here, like 1075 right here is a hard level, 1050. Every 5 is actually a level too, but the 25s, the 50s, and the 100s, they're always very hard bounces. Usually come off of that. Going into my 7th trade here, I'm dropping everything down to 2 contracts.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
I'm in at 2162, 2 contracts. 2. This trade is about 2 minutes, actually about 1.5. These tails on these candles, 1 minute, are kind of tough. Do you get out? Is it going to bounce? And as always, if anybody has any comments, even criticism, please post it. I like to hear it. I like to hear another person's perspective. As you can see up here, it's kind of going against me, right in there, which seems to be the way. Funny, that was 600 a second ago, and now, anyway, now it says 92, but there we go. Getting a little love. After that tail right there on that candle. They aren't making it easy. It is a Friday. All these options are expiring today. I will be long gone by that time.
Order filled.
Okay, from 2162 to 2203, that's 40 cents times 2. Not bad. This is not updating there.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
Actually, that was a buy and a buy. I bought 4 right now. Now I'm just waiting to find the right time. This was actually a pretty good trade here once it started picking up some speed. I bought in this area and then it came back against me pretty hard, and I waited to make sure that I wasn't going to, if it went above here, I was going to kill it. But right about here, it came down, it came back up, and I'm going, oh crap, and about right here, I bought 2 more. And this is where it really takes off. So I'm at $904 right now. Unfortunately, I didn't catch my last trade. But again, I'm going to post it again, what my options in and outs were. And if you'd like to look at the charts, please do. But I can tell you this is how my day ended up. At 11:37 and... Oh, come here. Come on. Get it over here. Okay, at 11:37 for a Friday. Here are my options trades right there. Time, how much? Let's see what I was about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. I probably got about $24 to $30 depending on how much these charge in commissions. So, obviously I'm not scared to lose commissions. Commissions are the least of your worries. Another thing I want to say is that whenever I do have days like this and it goes against you, having enough money in your account to fight back or to wait for the right moments to reverse your trades and do it, don't go all in. Not at all. In fact, just, 1 to 2 contracts, learn it. Even when I'm at my best, sometimes if I have a loss or I'm unsure of the market, I will drop them down. Today was 3 contracts. 2 to 3 is usually a good number for me. 5 is whenever the whole market, everything is going in one direction or the other. So let's see. Having said all that, 11:37, I'm kind of happy. If you made more than me, and I know another guy did, he made like a little over 1,200, basically doing the same thing, just different different put strikes. I salute you. You know who you are too. And to anybody else who made Green Day, I'm happy for you. I salute you as well. I don't know where I got the I salute you from, but maybe that's an AC/DC song. God help us all. But the main thing is you're green, mean, and lean, and that's all that matters. And it's Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. This video is probably about 13 to 15 minutes, a little longer than I thought, and it's not the best production. I'm going to hopefully do some research into some softwares, and if anybody, even if you got to pay for it, I've heard that Adobe makes a good visual suite or something like that. It's about $100, I think, to buy it. And there's also a Corel Draw, which I'm looking into. I can get that for $29 off eBay. I don't mind paying for it either, as long as it's work and it's easy to use. Feel free to post it. Tell me how you did today, if you traded Tesla or anything else, because if I missed something, my God, I would like to know what it is, because then I can keep an eye on it, and if nothing else, we can all help each other. That's why I watch everybody else's videos, or most of them at least, and the rest of them, well, I take what I need and leave the rest. Have a great Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I think I've said this too many times already, but take care. See you Monday.